Yeah, I guess the more stern your character is, or the more difficult your everyday life, the more you become a dreamer, you know. I guess that people who are dreamers, they try to escape a certain reality.
Hi, Maximilian Hacker. Thanks for joining us today. So, why do you come to Shanghai?
I mean, first of all, to play a concert, and then because I have got a lot of fans in Shanghai and China, and I'm invited back here by my concert agency. So, first of all, the audience and the fans create the tour in a way, because if there's a request, then the artist will always come back.
So this is not your first time came here?
Shanghai, maybe the 8th time or something like that, or 7th, I suppose. My first time here was in 2004.
2004?
Yeah.
Also for like a debut? Or?
It was a concert. That was before I was signed to a record label in China. But I played in Shanghai and in Beijing, and in Hong Kong. In 2004 already. And in 2007, I got a record deal with a small Chinese record label. So the first time I was here as a signed artist was in 2007.
So normally, what will inspire you when you're writing a song?
I divide very strictly between lyrics and music. Chord sequence and melody. So when I write a song, it's only about chord sequence or harmony sequence and melody. So that just comes from quoting all the music I've listened to in my life, and also the talent, so to speak. So a song is finished when I've got a melody and a harmony sequence. And then at some point I have to write lyrics. And those lyrics, they are inspired by things that happen to me. But the music is not inspired by anything from outside. It's just from inside, I guess.
From inside, so you just suddenly something came into mind?
Not really. I have to sit at an instrument and improvise. And then I try to, and I don't even really try to find a song. It's just sitting at the instrument, for example, the piano, playing, and trying to feel good and trying to have a good time playing the piano and singing along. And sometimes, very rarely actually, maybe once in 2 months, I can write a song, or I write fragments that later become a song.
I can see that a lot of your songs' names have actually used villages' names or cities' names. So why is that?
I think that's only the last album, Spellbound Scenes of My Cure. I wanted to write songs about places on Earth. So I looked into my diaries, more or less, and looked for the most interesting parts in the diaries from traveling. And then I translated them into English, and then from that prose, I tried to write the lyrics. And so I was looking for the diaries that I wrote during traveling, for example, to Japan or China, Korea, New York, and Berlin, of course, and Denmark.
I've seen an interview and your fans said that your songs can actually heal their souls. What do you think?
Yeah, first of all, I write the songs because I want to be healed too. And music allows me to feel. I mean, I'm not very good at having intense emotions or emotions in my everyday life. So I need the music to feel and to look into myself and to get in touch with my emotions. And I think that the audience has a similar experience. It helps to feel and it helps to have intense emotions. When you're sitting in an office or when you live in a big city, it's probably hard to have intense and individual emotions. And so people find that in art. And yeah, I strive to create intense emotions, neither sad or happy emotions. And sad emotion can also be an intense emotion. And that's what I'm striving for. For example, when people watch Gone with the Wind, they cry, but at the same time they're happy because they have this intense emotion. Me and my Chinese fans share similar backgrounds and emotions because maybe the everyday life might be a tough one.
Yes.
So you have to listen to your parents or your grandparents or your boss and so on. So and it's so you long for a fairy world, a valve, and a way to escape your everyday life and your reality. The tougher your everyday life is, the more you try to escape from it, and that's why, for example, Chinese pop music is very emotional, very intense, much more than, for example, German pop music. Mm-hmm. And I think that I have a similar experience and taste because my everyday life is in a way tough and with little emotions. So I long for this fairy world, this place that is inside me where I can be myself and fulfill all my fantasies and my dreams, and that's art or the songs. And yeah, I guess the more stern your character is, or the more difficult your everyday life, the more you become a dreamer, you know. I guess that people who are dreamers, they try to escape a certain reality.
And I will come home soon. You will grow again. I will come home to you. Walking down the alleys from Bowling Green to Battery Park.
Do you expect to have such a large amount of Chinese fans here in China?
I'm still surprised that there's still people coming to my shows. No. What I mean is, no, I have doubts. I mean, low self-esteem. So I sometimes wonder, why is there anybody anyway in the audience? But I'm still surprised and really happy about my Chinese fans. And I think that, as I said, there's a similarity in our characters. Maybe I'm a dreamer and they are dreamers, try to find a fairy world and escape for a certain while, at least during the concert.
Tell me about your future plan, please.
Yeah, I hope to write more songs and record a new album and to come back to China, at least in 2018 and 2019. I come back.
You've already got this plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, just hope to be able to live from making music.